get practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Gators will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give is to Williams. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in the elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running at about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be a
touchdown Gator! He got it right inside the pylon!
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism, and you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give is to Williams. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Escapes the pressure to his right. With the catch, it's Johnson. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Red Raiders peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The running back has it. Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Red Raiders looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the...
Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lloyd. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Moving past the 25. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 30, the 20. He's at the... and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. We've had some early action here as they take over trailing 13-7. He breaks a tackle. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Brought down at the 46-yard line, and that's enough for the first down.
And this is the beauty of getting in these 3rd down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice 3rd down execution.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And, guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. He makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Going to the run, it's Williams. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Running inside. It's Dickey. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a...
Trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep.
Yo, I ain't getting my points for the safety.
They want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Gators will punt this one away.
You said what?
For your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the return man reaches the end of the line.
It must have been a glitch on the notification. That bitch definitely said safety. Okay.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
To throw, it's Hammond. Caught by Williams on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats for the football. They've got their hands full.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it done on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. A designed run for the quarterback. Might have a chance. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good, and they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. He lost one down the sideline. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Lloyd. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give is to Williams. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Plows through the defense.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. So now it's second and long. handoff to the lone back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Throws to the back. Found the spot in the defense. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
The run inside. It's sticky. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Hammond. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Now on the move. Maybe a crease. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gator! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Dropping back, it's Hammond. The sure hands, it's Simmons. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Moving out to the right. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Sooners, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Using his legs, it's Montgomery. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Jones to throw. Finds his man. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Quarterback keeps it. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 84 yards. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Going to the ground. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Right on the money. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Bringing the heat. And he never had a chance. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to run, it's Dickey. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Making side adjustments here. Using his feet. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Jones to throw. Looking left. Makes the grab. It's Mays. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right? Or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
But how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Going to run it. It's Montgomery. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep. Drive alive. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Jones wants to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
And defensively, this is exactly what...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got a man. It's Eakin.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Rolling right and going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. It's complete to the left. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Running inside, it's Dickey. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh,
strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And that one's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lets it fly on the move. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He wants to throw it again. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Powers through the defender.
Yeah, and That's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Right down the gut of the field. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.